Hello. I just thought I'd do a little haul here of old books that I've recently bought, and I always think it's kind of useful to see the old books that other people snap up, because I kind of note down the titles of them and then I look for them sometimes, whether it's on eBay or Amazon or even in other shops. So anyway, here's the loot that I recently came across. A lot of this is from Oxfam Books in Dublin, and some of them I actually ordered online. So one of these items is from Oxfam here, the Observer's Book of Houseplants. I think this is great because this is so small. Here, this is 5.5 inches by 3.5. So it's really sweet to include these pages in a journal. Okay, moving on. This was a nice one, I thought. English Lake District Guide. And what I like about it is that it's got, if I can open it, it still has some maps attached. Wow, how does this open? Come on. Anyway, there we go. There's some maps. It says here €7, but I doubt that I paid that. Did I pay that? Well, maybe I did. Usually I don't go beyond €5, but I might have done this because I thought the maps were worth it. Anyway, so English Lake District kind of is quite cool as well, because it's got some ads in the back. I think that's probably why I thought, oh yeah, I'll do it nevertheless. Moving on to finally a shorthand book. I've been looking for these for ages for an affordable price. So this one was €4. I mean, it's a fairly small book, but yes, it's got those shorthand signs, and oh, I love this. This is great. Again, small book, 6.5 roughly by 4. So really nice, nice hardcover that can be reused. Oxfam. Another Oxfam find, €5. I thought this was interesting because it's got these illustrations. Sometimes there are kind of tables in there. Well, more illustrations than tables really. But metallurgy, Longman's Elementary Science Manuals. Organic chemistry. I came across a whole stash of things, it looks. So this was €4 apparently. I think it was also from Oxfam. This has some of those chemical diagrams. So I think that's quite interesting as well. Did have a year, 1954, 54, 34. Very nice. This one, €5, actually relatively thin, but nevertheless it had these pages in it. I mean, they are quite pretty. They're also quite large, but they would almost look good just in a frame. Trees in Britain. Now here's something that looks nice and old, €6 from Oxfam. Let's have a look. This is Der Waffenschmied von Worms. This is a music book, I suppose, and it's got the whole score for this particular opera in it. And I bought this even though I have quite a lot of musical notes, because of the size. Again, this is kind of an interesting shape. What's that? 8 and I don't know, 3/4, 7/8 or something by 6. So this is kind of nice for either larger journals, or I mean, if you fold it in half, it's also kind of an interesting shape. This one did not come from Oxfam, it came from Chapters, which is a second-hand bookshop in Dublin. And again, this is one that I bought because of the size. What I didn't really think about that much was whether I'll be able to take double pages out of it, because I mean, it's a early soft cover book, I suppose. But it's a play. Let's see, which year does it give us? 1911, and it looks pretty good for 1911, I think. $2.99, so not too bad. Fishes with lovely color illustrations in it. That's always great. And then these kind of overviews are also really nice in a journal. So $3.99, The Country Life Guide to Aquarium Fishes. This one, $6.99, a bit more than I usually pay, but I'll tell you why. It's got blue paper, and that was something I found really fascinating. Plus, you can see the pages are torn. So I mean, usually you see that in kind of almost like better quality books, because the paper is a sort of almost like watercolor paper, although thinner than that. But anyway, the blue pages really caught my attention, and so I bought this, The Winged Chariot, Walter de la Mare. The next one I think is really interesting. Everybody knows the Edith Holden Country Diary. What I didn't know was that there was this book, which is basically sort of like a biography of Edith Holden. So this is a new book, obviously. Let's have a look. 1980. So this is a new book, so the pages are all very new, but they feature her artwork, and some is different artwork, as in you know, she made illustrations for other things, although some illustrations are by other people. And then there's also obviously photographs of Edith Holden herself or her family. So I thought this was really interesting. Hence, I paid €8.99 for it. But I think this is a really thick, big book. Lots of stuff to be done with that. I do like that the pages have this frame around it. Could do something with that. Cut out the photographs. Cut out these pictures. So definitely one to look out for. The Edwardian Lady. And lastly, the last two things I bought upon recommendation. I was watching Margreth's video. She's Seven Plaza on YouTube, and she went through her, I don't know what, it might have been a book haul or something like that. Anyway, she mentioned this book, and I thought, well, I'm gonna look whether I can see that anywhere. I think she bought the Dutch version of this. I found the English version of it, and I can't quite remember what this cost because I bought it via Amazon, but it's from World of Books, I think. So I mean, they're never really that cheap. I mean, they cost like, you know, £2, but you have to pay £6 in postage or something like that. But this book is definitely worth it. It's got all the plants, like everything from trees to flowers. I mean, there's everything in here, and they are really nice. They are, I mean, this is newer. It has a very, very faint shine, but this is definitely usable in a nice junk journal. beautiful book, great recommendation by Margreth. And the last one, also an absolute recommendation by Margreth, a book by Leonard de Vries. He's compiled loads of books with all kind of sort of vintage, antique illustrations. This was kind of basically the cheapest one that I could catch anywhere. So I just snapped it up thinking, yeah, this might be useful. So check anything by Leonard de Vries. He's written countless or compiled countless of these books. And I mean, not only are they fun to look at, some of this stuff is really, really interesting. I mean, look at that. A life preserver and a swimming device. But there's lots you can do with these things. Again, I don't quite remember the price of this because it also came from World of Books, I think. Anyway, so that's a quick, short book haul. And, well, I hope this could be useful for you if you note down the titles of these books like I usually do. Anyway, thank you for watching and talk soon. Bye-bye.